ki khubor ka Batisi TV lawan ra shapi ta ka Orange Nissan Loom so pho near Fire Brigade Shillong
ka Sankardev College Shillong haka artrik ubanai nailor aracar arpuai kala play perda ya ka Jingrakhe ya ka Jingdap Henry Postnem ne ka Diamond Jubilee haka bay day but ka Jing ai Jingnang Jing start ya ki Samla Pule haka ni ka Jilla Meghalaya la play perda ya ka Jingrakhe da Menteri ka Sarkar Jilla uba Sanbor Shulai uba lalong kum kongsan haka ni ka sngi harangkat ka Jingidon lang jong additional chief secretary jong ka Sarkar Jilla uba Donald P Walang uba lalong kum sumbot kongsan nang tadi kitukot jong ka governing body ka principal jong ka college ka Dr. Yurika FP Lingdo kinong hikai bat kiwei di kinong shakot ngobha
to give a brief history of our beloved institution. Established in 1962, Sankardev College will be completing 60 years of service in the field of education on the 2nd of September 2022. After getting the permission from the University of Guwahati, the college started functioning from the 2nd of September 1962 with 6 part-time lecturers, 1 part-time clerk, a peon and a budget of rupees 2,000. It was instituted as an evening college catering to the working people. Within 1 year of its existence, day shift was introduced as the number of students increased substantially. Dr. R.N. Upadhyay was the founder principal who served in office for 34 long years till 1996 when he retired. In 1972, the state of Meghalaya was created, and with the establishment of the Northeastern Hill University, the college was then affiliated to it.
Congratulations for this very long and fruitful journey of 60 years. 1962 we started, 2011, so we are 59 years. Celebrating the Diamond Jubilee starting from today for the next year's 60 years completion. And so much has been done, I must say, as far as this college is concerned. One of the basic challenges I remember when we had discussed about higher education. Now, as far as the college is concerned, I can see that it is a team effort of 3 pillars. One is the governing body, which is of course headed by Professor Gasa, who is a very eminent scholar himself, and very capable members in the board itself. Then we have the faculty. They are all very capable, very dynamic. I've interacted with some of them. And the third pillar are the students. Accompanying this triumvirate of the governing body, the faculty and the students, right in the middle is the principal. Mentoring means one is the professors, the faculty along with students. There is no proper mapping of each faculty member mentoring 30 or 40 students. Maybe in this college you have, because you have an SAP program, if I'm not mistaken. So that is one step ahead that you have done. So mentoring is one thing that, especially during these very challenging times of the pandemic, you need to be in touch with the students all the time. They don't come to the college, So they should not be like a lost sheep. If you have a process of mentoring, mapping properly, getting hold of them and speaking to them, counseling them, if not on a day-to-day basis, but at least on a regular basis, it will help them. In fact, the pandemic, one of the biggest and the most challenging aspects of it is mental health. Students are getting affected and getting affected very adversely. There's no social interaction among the students. Many of them are indoors, months and months inside the house, inside their own building, and only online. You know, with their laptop, with their mobiles, with their computer, TV, the OTT platform nowadays, binging on movies. So they have lost the social skills. So if you have a good mentoring system, they will get in touch with students and mentor them and guide them and counsel them. And mentoring, the second aspect of mentoring is if you have a mentoring institution that is a tie-up with Sankardev College. Many colleges in India now have tie-ups with colleges from Europe, colleges from America, that is the US, and colleges from Singapore, Hong Kong. They are all very reputed institutions, and if you have a tie-up with these institutions, you will get a lot of benefits in terms of expertise, domain expertise especially. For example, now I can see that you have done a lot of work in skill education here. If you have a tie-up with an institution like Temasek in Singapore, and I'm quite sure they'll be open to it. Temasek Singapore, they can have a tie-up with you and they'll give you guidance on skill development and skill education. It will enhance your capability, and at the same time, when it comes to NAC, you'll get a very, very good score also on that. So mentoring is one thing that we should adopt and take up. And second is research and innovation. You know, when it comes to RUSA funding, we are very quick in spending the infrastructure grants. We are also quite capable and we have spent the equity initiatives that we have sanctioned. But when it comes to research and innovations, there are no takers. No college in Shillong is using this fund. And there is so much money to be used, to be utilized under research and innovations. You'll have to exercise your mind. You'll have to think out of the box. You have very competent faculty, I can assure you that. If you all get together, think about it, under research and innovations, I'm sure that you can utilize the grants that we have under RUSA and you can further improve the college. So this is another suggestion. And the third one is usage of technology. Of course, I can see that you have done a very good job during the pandemic. In fact, one of the very active colleges, you're having online classes on a regular basis, webinars, seminars, and you've carried on with your online elections, your online digital board that you mentioned. That these are all very good initiatives. I hope that maybe in the coming days you can have a good tie-up with a technology giant, something like Cisco, something like Google. They all tie up with colleges. So as I said, you have a very smart set of faculty members. If somebody can make a breakthrough, it will be very interesting and maybe will help the college and the students in the future. It is very, very important because if you are training students from the college to be an LD or a UD, there is not much scope for opportunity. What does a UD do? What does an LD does? What it is basically they type papers to be put up to officers like me or minister like Sankardev. That breed is dying now in the sense that officers are typing themselves. I am typing my own papers and we have people from outside to do the typing now. We don't depend much on them. So they will reduce eventually. The utility of these people will be reduced. You'll have to think of some other form of education to cater to the modern times. And one of them is entrepreneurship, which not many colleges have taken up. Because eventually, at the end of the day, you realize that government job jobs are saturated and it's very, very challenging, very, very difficult to get into that sector. So training students to be entrepreneurs, training students to be more enterprising is one area which needs to be looked into, because what I can see is that in the future that is what we need to do, and let us not make this such a beautiful institution a training institution for clerks. I have a lot of respect for them, yes. The government maybe will not be able to move today without them, but times are changing, as I said. Times with technology now, I mean, half of my work, honestly speaking, is done on WhatsApp. We get everything done. You send your notes on WhatsApp. What we do, I just get it printed, get things done very quickly. If I wait for somebody to put a profile on that, it will take maybe 3 days, 4 days. Through WhatsApp, I get done in 1 hour. So, you know, things are moving, things are changing. We accept petitions on WhatsApp. We accept petitions on email. So, you know, I can see the transition, because we started about 25-30 years back with all this paper trail, and now it's disappearing, as you can see, slowly. So maybe the utility of these workers are being minimized, and it will be more and more difficult for people to enter the government jobs. Therefore, training entrepreneurs is one way out, which I think so you'll have to do a little bit of adjustment as far as the curriculum is concerned. So, train the students to be not only employed, but employable, and to be entrepreneurs of the future.
I see trees.